Hi everyone, this is Deborah. Welcome to my channel. I've been on YouTube for about 14 years. This is my video of my day trip from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. to the waterfalls. And this is us leaving Cabarete, and this is the real Dominican Republic. We're going into the hills where the Dominicans live. As you see, they live very modestly, and this is some of the people on our bus. And they are very family oriented, so never forget that. You will see animals sometimes right in the middle of the road. Water is a very precious commodity here, and during the dry spells the farmers will dig a very big hole to collect rainwater for the animals. And sometimes they don't have anything to feed the animals, and they will actually give them a certain kind of wood to feed the animals. And I guess that's a donkey in the front yard. I'm not sure. I forgot the difference. A lot of the houses are started when the Dominicans have money, and then they run out of money, and then it sits, sometimes forever. That is a pretty house right there. And the farmers will just stick a stick in the ground to make a fence, and as you'll see in the upcoming photographs, you'll see it turns into a tree. It'll start sprouting from the top, and they also paint the tops of the fence to make it last longer, to keep it away from diseases and insects. I took entomology in college, and insects is a very important thing. There's their water source, and the queen palms, I believe, those very tall palms are their lifespan is not good here in the Dominican because the woodpeckers usually destroy it. So the road was extremely bumpy. It's taken me 3 days to recover from this trip. Oh my God, the roads are not paved where the Dominicans live, not at all. And most of them survive off of equivalent to 200 US. So whenever I have the ability, I will tip them. And so the tour guide is showing us all different kinds of fruit and vegetables. And eucalyptus is a big money maker. A lot of people will hang eucalyptus over their shower head rod, and it helps open up the sinuses. And that they have pineapple, which takes one whole year growing season, I believe, for that. Bananas are pretty prevalent. Guava and passion fruit, you name it. It was a very pleasant day. It was about 85 degrees, and look at the beautiful flowers in that tree. So the tour was Tony's Tours in Cabarete, which was about, I guess, $65. Of course, my friend Dee bartered them down a little bit. And we go to the waterfalls, but all of us over 65 decided not to go over them because we found out they have slippery rocks, but they do give you a helmet and a life vest and the water shoes. But the young kids who did go had a ball. They were gone for about 2 hours. We just sat in the main hall and took a nap, actually, and we got a free meal with this, which was wonderful. It's mostly Dominican lunch, they call it, with rice and beans and chicken and pork chops. And the tour guide really was magnificent. His accent was a little thick. That's why I decided to do a voiceover on this. And as you can tell, when our bus is going through their neighborhood, everybody kind of looks at us. A lot of people in the Dominican are on motorcycles. There are no motorcycle helmet laws here. It's very dangerous. You'll see a lot of Dominicans that have been hurt in a traffic accident. The last time I was here last December, we saw a Dominican young, beautiful boy laying in the middle of the road. We thought he was drunk. And but he was dead. He'd got hit by a car. Now here's your chicken fight. Of course, it's illegal in the United States. And when I saw this, I said, I grew up going to chicken fights or cock fights, and I'm still fighting cocks, and everybody on the bus just roared with laughter, but it's the truth, right? So my daddy had a commercial chicken fighting rink with, and he was constantly training the roosters, and he had those silver spurs, those spurs that are sharpened. And it's a sad scene because I remember seeing tons of money, stacks of money, and stacks of dead roosters. And once they've had their life taken from them, they'll wring their necks and throw them in a pile. Now, this is the eucalyptus, and it doesn't look like the eucalyptus that you find at Michael's or those craft shops, but we are now smelling the eucalyptus. He kind of crunched it in his hand, the tour guide, so us to smell it, and it smelled just like eucalyptus. And it's not uncommon to see livestock in the front yard. So let's see what's coming up. The mountains were glorious because we were really on top of a mountain, let me tell you. We go over a couple of bridges where I didn't think that we would make it. I had thought at one time the bus would tip over. And I see all those cacti. You know, you can take cacti, just rip a piece off and stick it in the ground and it'll grow. And there was one couple on the bus. They must have been on their honeymoon because all they did was kiss and hug. Now here's where I thought we were going to tip over. And I actually am saying, oh my God, here we go. We thought we were not going to make it. I don't know who maintains the roads. I really don't. But there was 2 bridges we went over that I didn't think we were going to make it because, I mean, we were loaded. Thank goodness it wasn't too hot. This happened, I guess this was like 4 days ago. I have since caught a bad cold and couldn't go to my dentist appointment in Sosua today. And it make me feel very bad. I get great guilt when I have to cancel something. She was just doing a teeth cleaning. But I hope you're enjoying all the scenery. And the fruit here is amazing, and the eggs. The eggs are so fresh. They're very orange looking. In the States, sometimes we'll get a pale yellow egg. That means it's just not a very healthy egg. Now we're passing around something that's not ready to eat yet. I don't know what it is. I forgot because we passed around so much. But there's chocolate. I guess it's the cocoa beans or whatever. You're going to see those pretty soon. And we're going to go to a little shop and buy some honey. And here's one of the bridges. I didn't think we would make it. So yeah, I was very sick this morning. We have to spray ourselves down with DEET so that we don't get the dengue fever. Right now there is syphilis is going around here pretty heavily. I think maybe also in the U.S. So, yeah. And here is the little shop. $1 US I paid to get coconut milk in the coconut shell, and they chilled it, which was amazing. You're going to see a picture of me. A lot of people think I was borracho, but I was not. I don't drink when I'm on a bus like this. No, hell no. This bridge was pretty well constructed. And here's some construction going on, I think. The Dominicans will repair their motorcycle and their car right out on the street. They don't take it to a shop. They just do it right there where it breaks down. So this is leaving. We're getting ready to go to the falls, and here is the lady in the back. I think I tipped her 200 pesos. She gave us coffee from the coffee beans and also chocolate, and it was so good. It's when you order coffee in the Dominican, it's more like espresso, and these are carvings from petrified wood. The white ones are. You'll see the guy in the back. I mean, these are true artisans, and all the wood carvers wanted us to buy something, but at these little tourist places, the prices are going to be higher than if you went somewhere else. And this is our tourist bus, and it was Tony's Tours, and here is where we had our lunch, which was included. And here's the little shop. I bought some sunglasses and a beach bag, and here is all these young kids jumping into the waterfalls. Oh my God, I would love to do that. I just was a little apprehensive because I have 2 new hips and 6 rods in my back, but the young people had a ball. They're very safety conscious, but a lot of people go there without tour guides and without assistance, and they've been known to drown. So this is it can be very dangerous. I know the first time I ever came here, a couple drowned, and I happened to catch these 2 animals walking out of the woods out of nowhere. I thought that was cute. And upcoming is tobacco. Tobacco is a big money maker because of the cigars, people. We actually, you'll see them drying in this little shack, and you'll see the girl in there that runs the shack. I call it a shack. It's probably very nice to them. And here is what the tobacco looks like. It's got the little plumes up at the top. I think that's when it's time to harvest it. Now here is the guy making these cigars, and he is so fast, it's hard to follow him. But everybody on the tour got a cigar. You could ask for a sweet one or one that wasn't sweet. And he is a master at this, and you'll see him smoking a cigar. I guess he gets all the free cigars he wants. And this was our last stop before we went home. And they had a lot of paintings, but the price of the paintings at this place was a little bit trumped up, a little bit more expensive than if you went to Sosua Beach and bought it for one of those little vendors there. Because I have bought real Dominican art for $5 US, but I wait until evening when they're walking the streets and they need money for their family to eat, and that's when you can get the best price. But this guy right here was a master making these cigars, and I will now stop talking and let you watch this guy. All right, and thank you so much for watching my channel.